So the great thing about when you build energy in yoga is that you're building a nice kind of settled and focused energy. So the practices that we do won't make you start to bounce off the walls, but you'll be able to corral that energy and use it for the things that are important to you. So as you allow your breath to start smoothing out, you might just want to think about, well, what would I like to use my energy for today? And now we're going to work on deepening the breath. So let's put one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly here. And then as you exhale through the nose, feel your belly button press toward your spine and observe the breath as it goes past your heart and out through your nose. And then inhaling slowly through the nose, observe the breath as it goes past the heart, and you feel your belly press against that bottom hand. Good diaphragmatic breathing here. Exhaling, belly button to spine. And inhaling nice and deep. And just take a couple more nice deep breaths at your own pace. And after your next exhale, bring your arms down by your side and allow your breath to return to normal, just your normal pattern. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that the earth is releasing a lot of energy. Turn your palms out, and as you inhale this time, draw energy up from the earth as you bring your arms overhead. Inhale, lightly touch your fingers together, slightly look up, and then as you exhale, turn your palms out and release anything that does not serve your practice today. Inhale, draw the energy up, tap your fingertips together, and exhale, release. And one more time, inhale up, and exhale. Bring your hands to your thighs. We're going to begin some spinal movements. The knees and hips are soft here, bending. Hands are on the thighs. Arch your back and look up for the cow pose, and then round your spine and gaze towards your lap for the cat. Arch and look up, and round and gaze towards your lap. So nice gentle spine opener. I was watching a weightlifting video yesterday, and the guy was saying, do these moves to help your back. I mean, it's being adopted everywhere, right? Nice cats and cows. Next time you're gazing toward your lap, hold here, and then roll your hands up your legs, shoulders back and down, and come back to a nice strong mountain pose here. So we want to keep the feet nice and firmly planted as we draw the arms overhead and take your right wrist in your left hand. Inhale and exhale, tilt over to the left. Get a nice stretch in the side body and come up. And now take your left wrist in your right hand. Exhale, tilt to the right. And we're switching back and over. And back and over. Going back to the left and to the right. So we typically warm up our movements and then hold them longer. So let's consider this one warmed up. Take it over to the left. Hold here. Press your right foot strongly into the mat and then take your arms parallel. Inhale and exhale. Let your right shoulder start to come behind you as you look up. Inhale, come center, arms up, left wrist in your right hand, tilt over to the right, holding here, pressing the left foot strongly into the mat. Extend the arms, and then roll your left shoulder back and up. Come back to center, inhale, and turning the palms out, exhale deeply, and release. Okay, so we took the spine forward and back, side to side. Now we're going to twist it a bit. We're still in this nice strong stance, feet hip-width distance apart. Arms out, the elbows are in line with the shoulders. Inhale with a long spine. Your hips are facing forward. Try and keep them facing forward as much as possible. As you exhale, twist to the right. Yes, inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center, and twist to the right. Inhale, center, and twist to the left. Always be mindful of what your body is instructing you to do, where it's telling you to go and not to go. Twist to the right and twist to the left. All right, we're coming back to center here. That was our warm-up. Now we're going to hold for longer. Inhale, put length in your spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Your right hip comes a little more forward. Your left hip goes a little more back. Inhale again and extend your arms. Exhale. See if this twist moves any more for you. And as you keep inhaling here, extend your spine. Exhale. Move a little deeper into your twist. Take your gaze towards your right fingertips. Just see where it goes for you right now. And then come back to center. Elbows bent. Did that make sense? Everybody okay with what we just did? Inhale, put length in your spine. This is the important part about twisting, is the long spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Now inhale, we put length in the spine again, extend the arms, and exhale, maybe that twist moves a little more for you. Just keep inhaling to lengthen your spine, and exhaling to see where your twist goes this morning. Wherever it goes is where you belong. Okay, bring your arms back to center. Inhale, float the arms up, and with nice soft knees and hips, just float down. So maybe the hands come way down, maybe they come part way down, whatever your fold is this morning, and float the arms up. Inhale. We're going to do that one more time. Float down. Keep the knees and hips soft. We're warming up. And float up. And bring your hands down by your side. All right, shake it out. We're going to do a 4-part forward fold here that will incorporate a little back bend. So the feet are hip width, maybe slightly wider if you're more comfortable like that. Knees and hips are soft here. Inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, clasp your hands behind you. If your shoulders don't like this, just bring your hands to your hips here. Same thing, either way. And then exhale, and as you inhale, look up. Your elbows start to head toward each other. Exhale into your forward fold. And your hands can come off the spine if your shoulders are good with that. Now release your hands and then float out and up. Palms touch and hands come heart center. Inhale, float the arms up. We're doing it again. Exhale, hands clasp or hands to hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale with soft knees and hips, forward fold. And maybe the arms come off the spine. Completely up to your shoulders here. Release the hands and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. All right, pay attention because we're going to do it again together and then you're going to do it on your own. All right, don't stress out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Just Pay attention, let your body move. Exhale, hands clasp. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Release the arms. And as you inhale, float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come heart center. Your body knows this move now, so turn off your mind and just move. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release the arms. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release. All right. So who thinks you know that now? Yes? Right? Okay. So that's a good little thing to do in the morning as you're waking up. Anytime you feel like you need a little energy boost, that's also a good thing to do. Let's come to the back of the mat. Some of you know what this means. We'll be working our way into some planks here. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Inhale and exhale. We're in mountain pose. Nice and strong. Float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale your hands to the mat. Whatever amount the knees and hips bend is how much they bend. Walk your hands forward and bring your knees down. Come into a knee down plank. So the wrists are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips, knees are down. We're in a nice strong knee down plank. Yeah, nice strong spine here. All right, we're gonna head into downward facing dog. Remember, you can always go into table when we're in down dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. We're in upside down V, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back towards your feet. When you get back here, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Same thing, we're walking forward and coming into a knee down plank. Both knees are down. You can point your feet behind you. Wrists are under the shoulders here. Okay. Now tuck your toes and lift your knees. Tap them down. Lift your knees. Tap them down. Lift your knees. Tap them down and hold. Lift your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet. Notice, the knees and hips want to bend a lot there sometimes. Let them. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay. All right. We're going to take that one more time. Float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Swan dive. Walk the hands forward. Find your knee down plank. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Now tuck your toes, lift your knees, tap them down, lift and tap, lift, bring them down, and find your way to a tabletop position. Sit off to the side and take your legs forward. So we're coming to seated now. We're going to get a nice even seat with the hip bones, the sits bones on the mat. Sit up nice and tall, flex your feet. So we are in a seated mountain pose here. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, just go ahead and if you're comfortable with crossed legs, go ahead and cross your legs. If that's uncomfortable, just keep your legs straight. Okay? We're going to do a little more back bending here. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Inhale your arms overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands down behind you. Point your fingertips towards your hips. And then inhale, look up. Your shoulder blades are rolling toward each other. Exhale, your hands come heart center. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale your hands behind. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands come heart center. One more time like this. Inhale, exhale, look up. Here's that energizing back bend, heart opening. And then exhale your hands to heart center. Okay, so now we're going to lean back, engage the core, raise one foot, and if that worked, raise the other. Okay, and then uncross the feet and come back to that seat with the long legs here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to be doing a reverse plank. So bring your hands behind you, point your fingertips towards your hips, and then inhale as you roll your elbows toward each other, lift the heart, look up. This is a reverse plank with the hips down. And exhale, release. Okay, all right, that's a great way to do it. We can also lift the hips here. So if you want to try lifting the hips, you dig your heels into the mat, exhale, and then as you inhale, shoulder blades together, see if you want to lift the hips a little bit. And then exhale down. All right, check in with your shoulders. See which one is better for you this morning, okay? And you can always mix them up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, your hands come behind you and lift. Hips up or down, reversing the plank. Exhale, hands heart center. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. You can choose hips up, down, or mix them up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse plank. Exhale down. And hands come heart center. Inhale up. Last time. Was this last time? This will be the last time. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands heart center. And release. Okay, your legs are still long. Hey girl, how are ya? Arms out. We open the front of the shoulders a lot. We're going to move to the back of the shoulders. Take your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder. We're going to tuck the chin, and we're not folding forward. We're going to tuck the chin and just roll the spine forward. That's releasing the shoulders. Feel that? Roll it up. Open the arms. Left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left shoulder. Tuck the chin and just roll forward just from the shoulders. And open and release. All right, so we did a bunch of opening shoulders and back bending. We're going to do a little bit of forward folding now to counterpose that back bending that we were just doing. So go ahead and flex your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Float the arms up. This time we are folding from the hip creases. Reach forward, forward, forward. And when you're as far forward as you're going to go right now, just let your hands come down to your legs. Bring your gaze to your toes here and breathe. You might also notice we're opening the hamstrings. Reach the arms forward and arms overhead. We'll do that one more time. Lengthen and fold. We're not trying to reach any particular part. We're just letting the hands go where they naturally go, taking the gaze toward the big toes or your feet. Long arms, reach up, hands down, and shake it out, release. All right, time for some real core work. Yay. All right, let's. Here she goes. All right. There you go. It happens every time, and we live through it, right?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so let's do some boats this morning, okay? So we're gonna lean back into core engagement. Bring your hands down for a second and raise your right knee, raise your left knee. Find your core engagement and then start to float your hands forward. Ooh, this is hard. Okay, this is a double boat. We went right into it. And release. I really didn't mean to do that. I meant to go just right side. So let's just raise the right knee, arms forward. There you go. You like this better?
Yes.
Okay. Inhale. All right, we're going to take it to a low boat. So you're going to lean back and extend your right leg. The heel is 3 inches off the mat and the shoulders are 3 inches off the mat. And then come back up, high boat on the right. Take it to low boat. We're hovering the heel and the shoulders, high boat. And we take it to low boat. High boat. And take it to low boat. Now coming back to high boat, we're going to extend that right leg and just hold here. Woo. Bring the right foot down and take a little break. Left knee up, arms forward. High boat on the left, half high boat. Extend your left leg as you come down. Remember the heel and the shoulders are off the mat. Back to high boat on the left. Low boat, high boat. Low boat, high boat, one more low boat, take it back to high boat, extend your left leg and hold. If you've lost your core engagement or you're starting to flop around when you extended your leg, bring the knee back to tabletop, it'll be fine, and release. Whew, go ahead and take a break here. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're gonna do some oblique work here. So let's inhale and exhale. Your feet are hip width distance apart. And we're going to start with the hands at heart center. Let's start with the palms together. Okay? Inhale, and as you exhale back, twist to the right, open your arms. Bring the hands back together. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist to the left, open your arms, and bring it back together. Some of you want to add a leg, so as an option, when you twist to the right, bring your right leg up. And back to center. That's an option. Either way, twist to the left, left leg up. And in. We're going right and in and left and in. It's great work even if you don't lift your leg. Go to the right and in and take it to the left and in. Okay, we're going to go to the right and hold. You may have your foot up or down. Staying here, draw your palms together and open the arms. Together and open the arms. Together, open the arms. Last one, together, open the arms and up. All right, I meant last one on the right. You knew that, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Where did we start with the arms here? Palms together. We're twisting open to the left and holding. So the left leg may be up or it could be down. Palms together and open, together and open. Looking for lots of stability. Nice. Last time. Woo! And release. That was the last time. So come to any nice easy seat and just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Whew. So we're just going to do a couple of seated cats and cows now to release those muscles we were just working. So hands to the knees, arch your back and look up. Nice little stretch here. And then round your spine and gaze forward. And do a couple more of these. So while we're doing these, you might envision yourself seated in a chair where you spend a lot of time, and you could be doing this any time of day in that chair, right? Just to give your spine a little happiness. Next time you gaze towards your lap, hold here, and then come on up to seated and come to hands and knees. So we're coming into tabletop, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, fingers are spread wide. If this is not good for your knees or your wrists, you can do anything we're about to do at the wall. Okay, so just go put your hands on a wall or even a table or a chair and do the same thing that we're doing here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to take the right foot back, press through the heel and roll over the foot. So we're just getting a little stretch and massage here. Bring your right knee down, left foot back, press and roll. Stretch and foot massage. And bring it up. Take your right leg up and just make some small circles in one direction. Make your circles a little larger. So what we're doing here is opening up the hip. Take the leg back to center and then go the other direction with your circles. One direction and larger. And release. Left leg up, small circles one direction, opening the left hip, and a little larger. Come back to center, small circles the other direction, and a little larger. And your left knee comes down. Go ahead and walk your hands a couple of steps forward. Your knees are still hip width distance. We're going to press the hips back and then head into that knee down plank. We were doing this before, knee down plank, and press the hips back. And come into knee down plank. We're preparing for child's pose. All right, now as you press back, bring your big toes together, knees wide apart, and set your hips back. Find yourself in child's pose. And in child's pose, your forehead is supported. So if it doesn't touch the mat, make a pillow with your hands, make fists with your hands. Let your head be supported. So you're being nice to your neck here. Great. All right, coming up from your child's pose, walk your hands in. We're going to just come to the knees for a moment. Okay, if you need extra padding, you can fold up your mat. But we're coming to the knees just to release the wrists. We were in table, we're going to be in down dog. We want the wrists to be happy, so just roll out your wrists, wiggle your fingers. Inhale and exhale. And now we'll come to down dog. So bring the hands back down, tuck your toes, lift the knees. We're in down dog. And then we're going to bend one knee and then the other, just walking the dog. Press one heel down and hold. And switch sides. And then come to center and take your feet to your hands. Most of us are just going to take a nice little walk there. You can hop or take big steps. Feet to the hands, hands to the thighs, hips back, we half lift. Exhale, we forward fold. Now we're in a nice forward fold here. Inhale and exhale, and take opposite hand to opposite elbow. Let your head hang and just ragdoll around here. So in ragdoll, we're letting the arms move side to side. We're nodding the head yes and no. Whatever we can move, moves in the ragdoll. And then come back to center. And as your legs straighten, let your forearms melt toward the earth, however far they want to go. Release your elbows here. Now consider your body made of concrete from the waist down and feathers from the waist up. Exhale, and as you inhale, float. Float the arms out and up. Feathers are just floating, floating, floating everywhere. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, hands come to heart center. And then find your mountain pose. So since we're thinking about energy this morning, in our mountain pose, when we turn the palms forward, that's an energy requesting position for the palms. Nice mountain pose here. Feet are half hip width distance. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders back and down. All right, we're going to get ready for some sun salutations. So let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Folding forward from the hips. Hands come to the mat or to the legs, doesn't matter. Now hands come to the thighs, hips back, knees bend, look up. Here's a nice half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to step back into a knee down crescent lunge with the right leg. So if you want more padding for your knee, you can fold up the edge of your mat. Okay? Engage your core and come into crescent. Oh, nice little psoas stretch here. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands down. Okay? And we're going to come, if you want to go into knee down plank, just step your left leg back, knee down plank. If you want to go knee up plank, then lift your back knee and step back to plank. Either way, you're here or here, you're in a good, strong plank. Point your toes behind you and exhale, bending at the elbows through chaturanga, and you come to the mat. Inhale and exhale. All right, we'll just go into a little cobra here. The hands are under the shoulders, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine as you look up. Exhale, release. Coming into down dog, possibly through table. Table, lift to down dog. Inhale and exhale. Taking the right leg up. Same thing we were just doing with the knee down. Spin the right leg. So if you were happier here, you could always do that. Small circles, a little larger. Pause at center, small circles the other direction, and a little larger. And then take a big step forward with the right foot. Bring your left knee down. Adjust yourself so that your right knee is over your right ankle, left knee is behind the hip, and come into your crescent lunge. Oh, great, hands down. Lift your back knee and take a big step forward with your left foot, half lift, forward fold. Remember, we're floating. Arms out and up, reverse swan dive, palms touch, and hands come heart center. And release. Whew, all right. Everybody good to go on the other side?
Yes.
Okay, if you've been doing this for a while and you feel like leaving your knee up the second time for the crescent lunge, go ahead. I'm going to do it with knee down, okay, which is also a very great way to do it. Either way, you'll be getting a nice stretch and working on your balance. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down. Step back with your left leg, knee up, or bring it down. Remember, you can always give your knee extra padding. Crescent lunge. Hands down, and then finding your way to knee up or knee down plank. And chaturanga. We're going to do a nice special move called the Sphinx here. Okay, so for the Sphinx, go ahead and take your elbows under your shoulders, your forearms are on the mat, your hands are on the mat, and your fingers are spread wide. Inhale, look up, lift up, look forward. You feel that all the way down the front of your body, right? Right. Yes, and release. Ooh. All right, we've been doing a lot of back bending, so make a pillow with your hands, rest your forehead on it, bend your knees, and let your legs rock from side to side. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring the legs back down, hands under the shoulders. Find your way to downward facing dog. Left leg comes up this time. Left leg spins, small circles, one direction, a little larger. Pause, small circles, the other direction, a little larger. And then step your left foot forward, bringing the right knee down, working your way to crescent. You know where you're going now. Bring the hands down. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee. Nice strong step. Back foot meets front. Hands to the thighs, half lift. Forward fold, feathers float up. Inhale, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. All right. So the sun salutations warm and strengthen and build flexibility. Now we're going to work a little more on balance. So let's find a nice mountain pose. The feet are grounded, hip width distance. Inhale and exhale. So 3 things we want for a good, strong balance. Firm foundation, lift your toes, spread them out, and bring them back down so your feet stay nice and big. Okay, find a spot that isn't moving to fix your gaze on. Inhale through the nose, calm your mind, exhale through the mouth. Now bring your hands to your hips, lift your right heel, turn your right knee out, and just kickstand that heel against your left leg. Keep that left leg straight and strong here. Fix your gaze and bring your hands to heart center. And release. All right, so now we're going to do that with the foot higher up the leg, but you can always keep it kickstanded. Hands to the hips, heel up, knee out. Foot comes somewhere on the leg, either above or below the knee, never on the knee, and hands come heart center. Remember, your gaze is on something that isn't moving. That helps a lot. And release. Let's try a little balance on the other side. You're always going to have one good side and one better side. Hands to the hips, left heel up, left knee out. Just kickstand your left foot against your right leg and bring your hands to heart center. And release. All right, we're going to go back into it now. Maybe that foot is on the right leg and hands come to heart center. And maybe you're noticing a difference from side to side in how your balance is. Nice, and release. All right, we're going to go back to tree on the right. So hands to hips, knee out, foot to the leg or kickstanded, hands to heart center. And then if you want to grow your branches, if that's you this morning, draw your arms up. And then when you're ready, you bring your hands back to heart center and bring your foot down. and release. So if you find like, oh, I just got into my balance and she's saying release, then just stay there, okay? So this is your practice. You don't have to like do everything at the pace that anybody else is doing. Okay, if we wanted to do that, we would have joined a synchronized swim team, right? Yeah, all right. Plus we would put lots of stuff in our hair. All right, let's get back to yoga. Left knee out, left foot maybe to the right leg, hands to heart center. And if it's you this morning, float your arms up. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back to heart center and come to standing. If you're still having fun with your tree, then just continue to have fun. All right, when you come back to your mountain pose, take a couple of breaths. Let that feeling of balance just move through your body. And now, one tree on the right, one tree on the left, however you want to do it. If it's here, 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 anywhere else. Just work on your personal tree, right and left. And whenever you finish, just return to your mountain pose and breathe. All right. Some of you are oak trees and you're going to be doing this for 100 years. So if you want to stay in tree, stay. We're going to move on. We're going to take the legs wide. Okay. And then turn the toes out. When you turn your toes out, start at the hip. Walk out. Hip out. Okay. So it's not just an ankle turn. We're turning the whole leg out. Hands to the hips and then bending the knees over the toes. So this is really important here, knees over toes. The knees aren't doing this. They're going out over the toes. That's the big thing that we're working on here. All right. Okay, let's add some arms to this. Arms up, 5-pointed star, inhale. As you exhale, draw your elbows to your waist. This is moonflower. 5-pointed star to moonflower. Keep going. And the next time you come into moonflower, just hold here. Sit a little deeper. And reach the arms back up, 5-pointed star. We're going to go into sunflower now. So sunflower is a forward fold. Knees out over toes, arms come down, right arm crosses in front of left. And slowly come back up. Knees out over toes, fold forward, left arm comes in front of right. And come on up. Sunflower, right arm forward. And sunflower, left arm forward. And then just continue enjoying your sunflower side to side. The next time you're in sunflower with your right arm forward, just hold here. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow and move into a nice little rag doll. So see what kind of motion happens in a wide-legged ragdoll versus the ragdoll we were doing earlier with the feet hip-width distance apart. And then come back to center. Allow your legs to straighten as your forearms melt toward the mat. Release your hands and float back up. We're going to do that one more time, this time with the left arm in front. So, sunflower, left arm forward, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Ragdolling it out here. Yep, just release. Come back to center. And then as you straighten your legs, your forearms melt toward the earth. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Let's heel toe the legs back together and step it out. Yep. Hopping is always good too. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to do a little side step here. Get the outside of the legs. So take your legs just slightly wider than hip width distance. Right leg comes behind left and the left knee bends. Take the right foot out to the side. Left leg comes behind right. Side to side. Your steps might get bigger as you do this. Whatever's comfortable to you. Side to side. Oh, feeling the outer leg here. Oh. All right, next time you're over to the left, just hold here. And then take it to the right and hold. Great, and then come back to center, mountain pose at center. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take the legs wide here and do a little triangle series. So go ahead and take your right toes forward, left toes in at an angle. In the triangle, the legs stay straight, the shoulders stay stacked, arms out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward, 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 and let your right hand gently drop to the right leg. Left arm up. Shoulders are stacked. We do not care how low this hand is. We want the shoulders stacked. Triangle here. And maybe you gaze towards your foot, the center of your room, or your left hand. And bring it up. That was triangle. All right, we're going to reach forward, going back into triangle here. Let the right arm float out to the side. Left arm float over the right. Lift up. That was the core triangle. One more thing with the arms long. Lean back over into triangle. Inhale and exhale. And just for fun, open the arms and bring them back to shoulder width. Open and back. Open and back. One more. Open and back and take it up. Hands to the hips. Told you that was going to be fun. Left toes forward, right toes in at an angle. Arms out. Reaching forward, forward, forward. Left hand down, right arm up. Triangle here. Shoulders are stacked. This looks great. And bring it up. Back to triangle here. Reach, reach, reach. Take it down. Left arm parallel, right arm parallel. Core triangle. The shoulders are still stacked. Yeah, and bring it up. Woo. And coming back to core triangle. And we open and close. Open and close. Open and close. One more. Open and close and bring it up. Whew. Arms out, hands to the hips. And then just take a big step forward. And Come to the top of your mat if you didn't land there just now. All right, inhale and exhale. Just let things kind of wiggle around, find mountain pose, and scan your body. See, where is my energy now? How are things feeling? How am I doing? Inhale and exhale. We're going to work our way back down to the mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Step back to down dog or table, whichever you feel would suit you better right now. And rock your hips from right to left. If you're in down dog, your knees will bend. If you're in table, your hips will just rock from side to side. Everybody bring the knees down, sit off to the side, take your legs forward. We're in seated mountain pose again. The feet are flexed, everything's nice and strong. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're gonna let everything loosen up and just do 3 very soft forward folds. Just float your arms up and softly fold forward. Remember, we don't really care where the hands go. They just go where they naturally want to go. So forward folds are nice for the physical benefits, but they're also extremely relaxing, calming. A good way to spend a moment with yourself. Roll your hands up your legs. Inhale the arms overhead and gently just float forward. If you feel anything straining here, send your breath to it and loosen it up. No straining in this forward fold. We're not trying to do anything but relax. Roll the hands up the legs. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Let this be your most comfortable forward fold that you've ever been in. And then roll your hands up your legs, bend your knees. We're going to be coming down to the earth. Okay, you've been working hard. If you want to hold on to your hamstrings or have your arms forward, either way, slowly roll down, placing the spine on the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale and exhale. Extend your legs, draw your arms long overhead as you take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, draw your knees in, rock from side to side. Bring your left foot down and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Flex your right foot. We're coming into a recline pigeon here. Draw your left leg in. So a nice little figure 4 here, holding on to your left leg. And then take your left leg straight up, point and flex the ankle, and circle the foot 1 direction and the other. And bend your left knee, release your left leg, uncross your legs, take your right ankle across the left thigh, flex your right foot, draw the left leg in. So right here, we're getting a beautiful releasing hip stretch. And then take the right leg up, and we give some love and attention to the ankle. Point and flex your right foot. Circle 1 direction and the other. And then bend your right knee, bring your right foot down, uncross the legs. Feet are hip-width distance apart, knees are bent, arms by your side. Just let your legs open and close gently. Butterfly wings here. Bring the knees back up and gently let your hands open and close. Maybe wiggle the fingers. Roll the wrists 1 direction and the other. We're just releasing and relaxing things here. A lot of work went on. Hands down by your side. And then gently let your head just roll from right to left. Keep it nice and gentle. Neck release here. And returning to center. Okay. Scan your body from head to toe. See if there's anything that needs to wiggle or stretch anymore. Anything that your body needs as you find a nice comfortable position for your final relaxation. Knees bent or legs straight. Just be comfortable. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And move into your final relaxation. So slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Invite movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And as you inhale, stretch your arms long overhead. Exhaling, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug and roll over to a side. Take a breath here. And then find your way back up to a nice, easy seat. Bringing your hands to your heart. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit. Thank and honor yourself for your practice. And we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste. Namaste. All right, everybody. If you want to hang out.